Hey, what's up everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Wrapping up the weekend here. Out here barbecuing in the back. Little Sunday family dinner. Appreciate all the shout outs. Got a few. I was going to mention those here, but I'll do that a little later. I know I'll mess it all up right now if I try to start mentioning people. I was going to bring a couple of builds. We had some sun. I was going to bring a couple of bodies I've got and some House of Color candies and pearls, so everybody can kind of see the effects they get under better lighting. But with my luck, as soon as I brought them out, we got our typical Salinas overcast rolling in. So we'll have to do that another time. But I thought I'd bring a couple things I'm working on. Show a couple of those real quick. Well, I've got some chicken and tri-tip on the barbecue. And I got my mini out here, my daughter Bella. So she brought her 34 pickup.
Okay. This was probably one of my first builds. It's like the second build other than
second glue.
Yeah, second glue. We had another one or have another one in the making, but we lost all the basically all the pieces to it, so that one's still like a work in progress. But
it's in one of those sheds behind us in a box somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere put away. But this one's my favorite because it's my favorite color. It's purple, and the white kind of goes really well with it in a way. And like in the inside too, it's a nice pearl. And then the white walls, like it brings it all together, and like it's just really nice. I think even on the boxes, like it's purple, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, so that's one of the AMT 34 Ford pickups that she saw a couple that were back there wanting to build one. She likes the purple, as you'll see in one of her other builds. So yeah, she kind of went with the box art minus the decals. It was a fun build. It actually had its challenges. I tried to kind of sit back and let her kind of fuss with it. So there's a couple things that you live and learn and build and learn, right? But all there was a fun build. I got some pictures of her spraying stuff. I'll have to figure out how to input them in. But yeah, she's been out here with the, get the respirator on and the little Seda Jet minigun out here spraying the base and a little bit of the clear. The clear kind of scared her some. I think in one spot there's actually a little run, but you can't really see it too much. But otherwise, yeah, that's her pickup. I've got another video on it we'll do, but while we're sitting out here, I thought it'd be a good time to introduce her, my little mini. So she's kind of grown up going to car shows around the model cars, pool halls, wineries, yeah, all that fun stuff. So aside from her build, there's a Revell Charger I'm working on. You can see not a ton of stuff. Fuel line, ignition lines. So that's the roll cage. Building it kind of like the strip racer. If you look at the box, it's got the silver racer with the decals. That's probably what it's going to come down to. Kind of tell by the ride height. I might go ahead and put some satin over the wheels, knock the chrome down a little bit. Right now it's just sitting in some DP90, kind of mocked up, letting that sit really good. I'll take about some 1000 grit and water sand it down, and if everything looks good, I'll either put some platinum pearl by House of Colors or a PPG silver on that, put the decals down, and then clear it. So one of the other old builds, one of my other videos, I talked about stuff we had going back that I used to just get frustrated with, put it away in a box. So this was one I came across, one of my favorite cars really, 4950 Fords. So this had started out, gosh, way back before Belle was even a twinkle in two strangers' eyes. Scribe lines on this thing were horrible. They're all over the place. I was probably younger than her. And so I found this body. It was probably meant to be in the garbage, but knowing Pops, he probably pulled it out.
Inside?
Yeah, we'll get to that next. So what I did was I took the body and actually started filling in some of these scribe lines that were really bad. I mean, this thing had them everywhere. But I took the time filled them in with some Evercoat thin glaze, and worked it over, and then shot some primer and a guide coat. And it's funny, as the foil job came out really good over this. I took it to one of the NNLs with some white walls and just set it down as a in progress car, like someone would have, as Belle asked. Kind of the inside made to look like it's a blanket thrown over the seats, and it's not a decal. So this is actually, I'll take it apart here so you can see it. So this is something a friend of mine, he was telling me how he did it on a 55 pickup seat, and I liked it. What it is just taking sewing threads. What I did was actually took some of this 3M 2-inch tape, laid it down, and just laid the pieces of sewing thread down, as you can see, and then cut it. And didn't take as long as you would think, but it gave it a cool little blanket effect for the seats, and it looks good once it's tucked up in there. And then the pan's flocked. It's got black carpet in there. So again, just something fun, something I thought you guys would like to see. A little in progress kind of build. I have to get back on that one. Like I said, pulled it up, cleaned up the body, primered it, and shoot, it's probably been sitting now since 2019, actually 18 maybe. How do you
spray it to look like it's like
a guide coat?
Yeah.
So what a guide coat is, after doing body work, which this was not a lot, took the door handles off, took the emblems off, left the side trim, actually took off the drip rails, which I might go back and put a smaller one on, molded in the pan here for a custom idea. I'll get into why that on another video with one of my first builds. But so when you're doing body work and you primer it, at least on a real car, you put the guide coat down, then you go and block it or sand it, but blocking is the technical term. And the idea is the guide coat, this kind of black misted coat, it'll show you the high and low spots that you would go back in and work over. So on the 57, that's why it's so straight, because we did a lot of blocking on it. Black cars, dark colors, they will show, you know, it'll show if you don't block that thing down, it will not be straight. It'll look like it's wobbling going down the road. So on this, it was just made to look like an in progress car someone would be working on. So I shot the guide coat over the primer. But ideally, that's on some of our custom jobs, and we'll get some videos up on some of those. My dad's got a really nice 49 Ford, and that's probably when that was started for a club group build. They chopped and added Packard tail lights to French headlights, and so that's the idea when you're doing all that work and it's all coming together. The final stage is you primer it, seal it, put a guide coat down, and start blocking it to find any of those high and low spots. So anyways, folks, that's a quick video. I'm going to do one later, though, with a couple of shout outs. And now I got to go check my tri-tip. Be sure to check out the short videos. They're pretty cool. We were out today at the 57. On our way back, stopped, pick up some meat and stuff for the grill. Actually found another black 57. Different style. Ours has the American Mags polish. This one had some Kragers, white walls, a little more lowrider style, but parked right up next to it and got a little quick video, made a short out of it with the two sitting nose to nose, along with some other fun stuff. So be sure to check it out, guys. Again, appreciate all the subs, appreciate everybody. A couple channels I have thrown some shout outs, getting a lot of subs from them, and that's what I'll do another video on later. So thanks, guys. Again, this is Belle, my little mini. We'll catch you guys later.